everybody, I'm the BPT13 and welcome to Colin McRae Rally 2. I've brought it back and today we're doing Rally Australia in the Peugeot 206 with manual gears. Whoa, badass. Obviously, like I said before, you probably can't see the movie, but at least listen to it.
A rally across plains and through forests on wide gravel tracks. This is one of the fastest rallies of the championship, but the gravel is small with little grip, so be careful when approaching corners. The big jumps also make it a favourite rally for drivers.
And indeed, he's right there. Damn right there. A lot of jumps in this rally. A hell of a lot of jumps. So we got stage 1 and 2. Time of day 7 o'clock for the first stage, so in the morning. And stage 2 is at 1 o'clock, but it looks a lot more straight than the first. So I don't think we really need to set the car up, to be honest. No, not really. Don't really need to set it up. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Stage 1 of 8, with probably about 6 night stages. No, I'm only kidding, there's not. I think there's probably 1 or 2, or 1 right at the end, I'm not sure. I've not done this rally in a while, so it'd be a bit difficult to remember what's what.
3, 2, 1, go! 6 right.
Nice start there, nice getaway. There we go.
5 right, 70 key left, through gate.
So there's a lot of stuff, like I said, this game dates back to 2000, and how I'm still playing, it's beyond anyone's guess. It's mainly just because of like, 1.24 seconds, not bad. Back, obviously, the typical usual suspects up on the front. Igloo. Same time as well, they pulled the same time, second and third, which is surprising. Always catches me out, believe it or not, that corner. Apologies if you can hear the tapping of the buttons. It's not spoke, yep, exactly Smith. But we've lost 1.5 seconds, we're 1.5 seconds down, oh no. And that's only because we went off on the stage. So we've got, let's see. Oh, back end slide out there by a mile. Hopefully we should be alright. Well, we've made up some time. We're still behind. Back is still up front leading. But like I said, it's been a while since I last did a Colin McRae Rally 2 video. Rally video, you know, the whole rally. The only reason is because I've had to reinstall the game. I've something like the computer got a bit messed up and then crashed. And as I was installing, that was lucky. As I was installing new games, I didn't uninstall Colin McRae Rally 2. The game is still on the computer, but what ended up happening was we did 1.4 seconds up, nice. Basically what had happened was, for some reason, I went onto the game one day to try and record this, and it said that I had no saves on the computer, and I was quite far in the championship, and I'd done most of the rallies up until Australia, and what ended up happening was not that. It just basically said, sorry, we don't have any saves whatsoever, and yeah, that's why I wasn't able to record it for a while, but luckily, past few days I've been feeling a bit off, a bit ill, and while I've been ill, surprisingly, my attention turned to this, and I managed to catch back up again, so we're back on track this time. Unfortunately, you can't make backup saves, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see, to say the least, it'll be quite interesting, so we'll have to see. Oh dear. Oh. So, as most people probably are well aware of it by now, they made a release, like a remake of this game. Unfortunately, it's not that great. It came out a while back on high school. So it came out a while back on. So this is the original one plus the original Colin McRae Rally, and the remake is absolute crap because it's a mobile game. I'm not saying, delay start there. I'm not saying that all mobile games are crap. I'm just saying that Codemasters tried to remake this game and they failed miserably. Now, I have to admit, they did get the layouts of the tracks right, but the games on PC, on PS1 even, they look absolutely stunning. But, well, 1.6 seconds up. But the fact is, at the end of the day, the games aren't that great. What I mean is the mobile game isn't that great, and if they make any more of them, there's no doubt about it, this series is going down the toilet by far. If there's any games you want to be watching of the series, then you might as well watch the original. Watch me play them, watch somebody else play them, because at the end of the day, these games are a lot better than the mobile versions. Now, I can understand why the control schemes were bad. Because when the game came out originally, I thought, yeah, they're more or less meant for iPads and phones because of the control scheme, the touch control scheme. But on a computer, the same game on a computer, no, it just doesn't work. I mean, take NerdQ for example. He's played the original ones. Obviously, he's never played it on his channel, but from what he said, he's definitely played the original and this one. And he played the mobile game version, the one that came out on Steam recently, which is the crap version. And he was saying that some games just aren't supposed to be brought onto. Most games are being brought onto the PC that shouldn't be. So, like for instance, probably because they think it'll sell better on a PC because there's more PC gamers than there is. Oh, I missed my turn there. More PC gamers than there is with mobile gamers. And to be honest, he's got a point. Like, take for the 10 seconds up, holy crap. For instance, like, most games... Ooh! And that's what you get if you're not looking. Yep, that's a wrecked gearbox now. Damn rocks. Yeah, rocks are horrible in this game. They are terrible in this game. As just proved, I lost a bit of time there, and my front end's battered to crap, so that doesn't help neither. Damn button pressing. 12 seconds up, not bad, nice. So, like basically, he was saying about how bad the game was, obviously, and the fact that nothing changes in the game. There's nothing special about the game that will make you want to play it, because what's more damaged? Let's repair that. Right, that's better. And yeah, this fella's going to push the disc out to limit, by the way. And from what he was saying, he's got a point that the games. He said that games that are on the mobile devices now are getting brought over to like PC, and most mobile games nowadays are just crap and not that great, in his opinion. And to be honest, I personally think that, like for instance, you can play Candy Crush and all them, them really addicting games like Clash of Clans and so on. And if they were brought to a PC, a lot of people would play them. But the fact is that they only work. They're better suited for mobile games because for a mobile, because the whole dragging up and down thing just doesn't work on PC. At this point, I think that, Candy Crush is on Facebook, I think, isn't it? You can play it on Facebook, so. But there's also games out there, like some games work, like Plague Inc, for example. Despite having to pay a bit more just because it's a PC version, it's ridiculously expensive for how much that game is. Like, for instance, a game like The Walking Dead, when brought out on a console or a PC, that game worked, but when you bring it out on the an iPad or an iPod even, and think, it just doesn't work because, and they charge you more for it, which is ridiculous. Like, you think they charge you, I think it's like $2.50 an episode on like PC and Xbox and PlayStation. I think you can get it on PlayStation. Well, and they charge you about £5 for an episode each. I think it is on like iTunes and Google Play. I think if it's on, even if it's on Android, that is. But the fact is, at the end of the day, this is just ridiculous money. If they're selling it If they're selling it on a PC and console at 250, then don't double the price and sell it on for £5 on mobile, because that's just stupid. It's ridiculous. And we're giving them more money than we should, because for instance, like when this game came out back in 2000, this game was going for £20, which nowadays is about the price of a pre-owned game. Back then, that was the price of a brand new game for a PS1. And then it jumped to 30 quid for DS games and PlayStation 2, you know, and Xbox. But it's ridiculous. Like, I used to think £30 was quite expensive, and now £40 is expensive. But what's even worse is the new generation of consoles. Nice, nearly 8.5 seconds up. The fact is that it's what, 60 quid for a new game now? And it's like £400 odd for a new next gen console. It's ridiculous. You might as well buy a PC. I'm not kidding. I mean, people like me I've still got last gen's consoles, so I've got Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, going back another gen, PlayStation 2, and then going back another gen, PlayStation 1. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about DS, but it's... and PSP, obviously, that was the same gen as... I think, same gen as the Wii. So yeah, that'll be last gen. Although that said, I think Nintendo DS, the original, which is the one I've got, I think that was more or less... what was that? That would be... not last gen, that would be... no, I'm wrong, that's not last gen. That would be the gen before that. So apparently the ones that are on now, the consoles that are on now, that's 9th gen or something. And last gen was 8th, I think. So 360, PS3, that was 8th gen. Then before that, PlayStation 2, that's 7th, and so on. And it's ridiculous. Oh dear. It's ridiculous at how much things are nowadays. I mean, PC doesn't have a gen. PC's been there from the very beginning, just laughing in its face, laughing in Microsoft's faces. Obviously, Microsoft got Windows, so, but it's basically laughing in its own face, Microsoft, which is ridiculously stupid, in my opinion. Like, so basically, right, PC's been there from the very start. Oh god, if I get my driving back on track. So basically what happens is Microsoft released the Xbox and the 360, and while they're releasing the 360, they've got the PC's been there from like the very start. They're just upgrading the graphics card and the CPU and so on, and basically the PC's laughing at the Xbox, and basically that is Microsoft versus itself. It's basically Microsoft laughing in its own face, because the PC is laughing at the Xbox and the PlayStation right now, so it's laughing at Sony's face and at its own face, which is funny to think of it in that sort of way. But my opinion on it all is that, well, that was a close shave. So basically, let me think of it as this. For me, as a gamer, I personally, in my opinion now, I might have. Get back on track. Basically, I have an Xbox 360, I have a Wii, I have a PlayStation 2, so some of these are like the last gen and some are the gen before. There's only one teensy tiny problem. I've got a PC as well, which kind of craps on them both. Well, all of them. It craps on all consoles. Now, well, people at home back in 2003, whatever it was, when the PlayStation 2 was out, was sat there playing its PlayStation. People on computers were sat playing games on Windows XP. Why? I do not know. That was 2 seconds. Nice. And think of it this way. We've got, you know, Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. They all came out. What's Windows going to upgrade to? We got Windows 7, Xbox One. So 5 and 6, not bad. Although, yeah, 5 seems straightforward, and so does 6. Oh, it's raining though. But the fact is that while it's been there, while it's been sat there enjoying itself, you know, smearing itself in whatever it is, it's just been, it's sat there laughing it all up. The computer, you know, the PC is laughing at it, at its predecessors. And Windows 8 comes into it when, right, so Xbox One, PS4, they get announced at E3 last year. Like, they're going on sale this November. This is this time last year. Like, we're going on sale. These will be going on sale in November. So it's like, that's what every kid wants for Christmas. And every kid near enough, apart from me and a few other people, like half the world, don't get it. Mainly because, one, the parents aren't able to afford it, or they can't buy it. And at the end of the day, the developers are just trying to make money on a console that's just going to get crapped on by the PC. Do they know that? I don't know. Personally, I think they should know, or they know. But from what PC developers from what gamers aren't doing, is just that it's not like they're just not like going, oh right, the PC's beating us here. Oh right, let's improve our graphics cards. Oh wait, we can't, because you can't do that on a PC. You can change the components. On a Xbox One and PS4, can you change the graphic components? Nope. PC, what have they got? Downloadable games. Xbox One and PS4, well, you can download it, or you buy the disc for 60 quid. You get your games are cheaper on a PC. I'm not joking, there are so many YouTubers like the Ruffle Rats and so on that go on about this sort of thing, but I just want to point it out now to everybody, just so everything's clear. I mean, hell, I like both versions of Colin McRae Rallies, the PS1 version and this version, but there is only one. You can't beat the PC version because it runs at a smooth 60 frames per second, which it's doing right now, whereas on the PlayStation 1 that could run at 30 frames per second. Now, most games nowadays, this is very surprising, I kid you not, most games in 2003 ran at 30 frames per second. Not Gran Turismo though. Not Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo ran at 60, and I kid you not, well, there was one that ran at 60, and every other racing game, what do they run at? 30. This game runs at 60. This was 2000, for crying out loud. Then you've got Gran Turismo 3. I think that was the only racing game, well, not racing game, but the racing game in that year where it had that was quick, and it's gone all fuzzy on me, where it was 60 frames per second. It ran at 60 frames per second. Did any other game do that? Nope. In comes Colin McRae Rally 3. Boom. That starts running at 60 frames per second, surprisingly enough. And, right, I'll admit, the first game did not run at 60 frames per second. The first game ran at 30. On the PS1, I think it ran at 25, but on the PC it ran at 30, which made it a lot better. The PC version was better than the PlayStation 1 version wasn't that great, but I'm not arguing, it was still running. At least, like, on a computer nowadays, on a Windows 7 computer, you can play the PlayStation 1 version via emulators, whereas the PC version, it restricted you to play it on systems like Windows 95, Windows XP, Windows 98 obviously, then Windows XP and Windows 2000. This game could play on Windows 2000, but what game is this playing on now? This game is playing on Windows 7, not Windows 8, because meh, and not many people like that one, but it's still surprising to see an old game run on Windows 7 like this. This is running, like I said, this is running on Windows 7 right now. Look how gorgeous it looks. I'm not even joking, look at that. Right, I could go all out, I could max the graphics out, and this game would still run at 60 frames. That's how good this game is. And it looked out, I mean, you think it looks good now, but wait till you see the 1080p version. It's insane at how good it looks. It's mega, is what I'm going to say. It craps on games in the past, obviously, by a long shot, but it craps on games that we've got now by a long shot. I'm not even joking. Right, Dirt 1, Dirt 2, Dirt 3, they run at 30 frames per second. That's saying a lot. On a 360, that's what it runs at. But on a PC, it still runs at 30. If you're lucky and your PC's that powerful, you can force it to run at 60. It's like F1 2013, for instance, my computer isn't that powerful enough to run it at 60, but people like Ariva can run it at 60, because their computers are powerful as anything. It's incredible, because like, you think, oh, an old game, oh, it's not going to run at 60, and you're surprised when it does. Beats me why, and I'm sorry it's turned into a bit of one of these discussions about games and consoles, but it's just something I wanted to point out about it. I'm relating this game into it, but it needs to be said by somebody. I mean, a lot of people say it nowadays, so I thought I'd kind of join in on it. And it's on my mind anyway, that I'd like to talk to people about it. So you guys in particular. Like I said, I apologise for the button pressing that you can hear. It might be quite loud, I'm sorry if it is. I'll fix it for next. The next one. Oi! That was very lucky. So by the time you guys are watching this, I will be on holiday on a trip. So yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, don't worry, I'm enjoying myself on holiday. But I hope you guys will like this video. And also, like I say, if you do like it, sure give it a like and comment below. And also subscribe if you haven't already. Every subscriber means a lot, and I honestly mean that with every word of it. Doesn't sound like it, but I honestly do. I really appreciate it, guys. I really do. I'm going to come out with truthful. It's, at the moment, it might seem like it's me that's driving this channel forward, but eventually it's going to be you guys driving this channel forward. I kid you not. For instance, let me just relate to one other YouTuber for just a quick minute. Jacksepticeye, and this is what he said, right? His channel was probably, he was aiming for 1,000 a few months ago, about 10 months ago. Now he's at 800,000 subs. Because he makes people laugh, he makes his action enjoyable, he sounds, you know, like he's pumped up all the time, you know, ready for something, he's energetic, is what I mean. But he's a funny guy to watch, and I kid you not, if you've not watched him already, go and watch him, Jacksepticeye. He's brilliant, he's fantastic, I'll probably leave a link in the description. But he's fantastic at what he does, he really does. And he mentions that, in like when he does his vlogs, he mentions that it's you guys, in point obviously at us, he says it's you guys that are driving this channel forward. He said, if you said to me this time last year that I'd be at 800,000 subscribers, I'd literally laugh in your face. This is what he said. Near enough. And to be honest, like I said, at the moment it's me that's driving the channel forward because I'm only at 150 subs. But the higher that number gets, the more this channel drives towards you guys. I'm not joking. It's basically like, at the moment I'm putting these videos up because I like playing these old games, I find them fun, and I want, you know, I want to just show off me driving, really, that's the idea. But at the end of the day, there's a lot more than just that. It's crazy. Like, it'll be, at one point or another, it'll go, right, okay, we're now at 1,000 subs. Then, obviously, 1,000 subs is a lot more than 150, obviously by 850, to be specific, but numbers aside, it's not exactly numbers that matter, it's the amount of knowing that such many people have subscribed to you because you've done a game that they like or that they've enjoyed watching, and making them happy by, like, giving them something to come back to, you know, or something that will remember you by. It's something that's brilliant about YouTube nowadays. I mean, 4 years ago when I was doing this, I put videos up because I was like, whatever, it's just YouTube, and I didn't really think of making a bit of a hobby out of it, but it's not a job. This is not my job. I don't have a job. It's a hobby that I like to do. That, obviously, now, if it was a real hobby, then I'd be making videos every day, but I say this as a hobby. It's more. You don't have to make videos every day for you to make it your hobby. If you have 150 subs or even 40 subs at that, if you just started the channel out, then what you're waiting for really is the question, because there's a lot of stuff waiting to be revealed to the world that YouTube hasn't seen yet. If you've got if there's a new game that's come out, go for it. Put videos on your channel. I'm not stopping you here. If you've got something that you want to show to the world, you go ahead and do it, because at the end of the day, you only live once, right? Not referring to YOLO, but it's that sort of thing. Don't bother going, I don't know where to put it on or not. Go for it. If you think it's bad, then don't put it on. If it's straight up bad and you don't think it's good enough, don't put it on. But if you think, yeah, I've enjoyed making this, I want to do this, we won, yay! And we all want to Jeep on the collisions, nice. But with that, with that said, is a lot to focus on in this sort of game, gaming world, and YouTube community world, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of more and more people coming onto YouTube now and started making videos and making channels and subscribing to all the favourite people, and one random guy who's seen in his daily life has now become an online sensation because of the videos he makes online. PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Syndicate, all them guys, they're all just people, but they became popular because they made videos. Everyone's the same sort of thing now. Everyone that's on YouTube, I'm not saying they're all going for the same thing. They want to be popular and gain money. Some do that, some don't. A lot of the big YouTubers say that they put money aside. Obviously, that's the main idea. It's not to let money get in the way of things. Don't do YouTube because you want to earn money. Do it because you want to make videos for people to watch. You make it because you want to do videos because they're fun. You want to show people something that that don't know how to do something, like for instance they get stuck on a boss level or they don't know how to do this. Show them how to do it, tell them how to do it. Do a let's play on a game or something, anything. If it's an old game, brilliant, start off with an old game. If you've got, like I have, if you've got old games, like obviously Pong is not, obviously that's the first game, so that's what's meant by old nowadays, but games that for me that I think are older, Colin McRae Rally 1, Colin McRae Rally 2, 3 is getting a bit more modern, but still, these games are like 14, 15 years old. This one's 14 years old and the first one's 16 years old. Nearly the same age as me. It was born the year after I was, 98. So, and I started playing that game on my channel because I wanted to, and I love that game to bits. I really do. I still play it now on my PS2 because my PS1's broke, actually both of them. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's only do it if you want to do it for fun and so on. It's not about the money, it's not about getting views or subscribers or whatever. Try and put that out with your head first, because otherwise, I mean, if you're aiming for subscribers, views and money, then you shouldn't be on YouTube. You should just go out and get a job, because that's not what YouTube is about. YouTube is about having fun making videos and interacting with your audience and so on. Now, I have to say, 152 people, that's a lot, but obviously 1,000 is more and so on, but the bigger the number, the more your content thrives within YouTube. So if this channel hits 1,000 one day, which I'm hoping it will, or maybe by the end of the year, with fingers crossed, that's looking unlikely, but if we could hit 200 subs by the end of the year, that would be brilliant. If we could hit 300 by the end of the, by next March or something like that, it'd be brilliant, so obviously I don't really encourage people to subscribe that much, but the only reason is because, one, I forget to do it, and two, I'd rather just let people come naturally. I don't want to kind of force them. I'm not a kind of forced person. So if I go, subscribe now, or obviously that's the main attitude that you want to have, just subscribe. You want to get people to subscribe to your YouTube channel, that's the thing I do get, but it's the thing of making me feel like I'm forcing you guys to do it. I don't want to force you guys to subscribe to me, because I've gone, hit that subscribe button right now, come on. But that's it. So yeah, anyway, thanks all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.